Welcome to The Buzz, where we bring you leaders in dental education discussing hot topic courses and industry trends. I'm your host, Vanessa Emerson, founder of Dental Speakers Bureau, and today I'm here with Dr. Paul Caselle. Thank you for being here with us, Paul.
Thank you.
Now, Dr. Paul Caselle is a practicing dentist with a highly successful dental practice. He trains and speaks around the country and has for years, training dental professionals in areas such as leadership and business, as well as topics like implementing and maximizing laser dentistry in your practice, as well as orthodontics. So I've invited Paul here today to speak with our event planners around his courses and help us understand a little bit more about them and where they might be a good fit for your meetings. So thanks for being here, Paul, again. And could you just guide us with what is it that you speak about and give us a good picture around that?
Well, I've had the opportunity to speak with a lot of dentists from across the country as well as locally. And so I can appreciate, the issues and challenges that they have. And knowing that, I draw upon my own experience of having a business and being a West Indian dentist. And the problem we face is common, and what we need to do is really take our dentist hat off and start thinking like a businessman. I mean, when I talk to dentists, they say, wow, you think like a business guy. Well, that's the other part of our focus. I mean, we can't deliver great care to our patients unless we have a viable business. And so I really talk about, having your hands on your business, having a vision, having things put out to your staff so they know what you're all about, what your vision for the practice is. And also I'm big about communication within the office, because I want everybody to be singing the same song every day so the patients have a sense of consistency, because consistency is so incredibly important to being successful. People want to hear the same song from their dental professionals. They don't want to have a different view or a different take on things from one visit to the next. So that's incredibly important. So I really focus on having those policies and procedures in place so that everything is done the same. That consistency leads to a feeling of competency, not only for staff, but also for patients, which is so critically important. And in my years of practice, I looked at needs within my practice. What do my patients ask me for? What do I need to provide them? And that led me to the laser dentistry, because I was looking for a minimally invasive way to provide a lot of these soft tissue procedures that I wasn't doing before. And now with lasers, I can do this comfortably without the usual pain, swelling, or post-op bleeding that could happen in a lot of these cases. Listen to your patients. They will give you the answer. They'll give you the roadmap to success. And I found that to be true when I looked at orthodontics. We'd have patients come in and say, hey, doc, I have these teeth that are shifting. What can you do for me? Or I never had braces, and what can I do to fix these teeth? Well, back in the old days, it'd be veneers or crowns, and today people don't want to spend a lot of money doing veneers and crowns. And they look at, oh, my teeth don't have decay. It's too invasive to do something like this. Is there an easy way? So I looked at these different treatment modalities, and I started offering adult orthodontics. And you see the rewards that can provide your patients is extremely happy after they finish treatment. And very often when you do orthodontics, that leads to other procedures that will be done at the end to enhance their results. Mm. And so every course I give is based upon my real life experience. And that's what I can convey to dentists who are starting out in their careers, that have an open mind, that think strategically, so that as they build upon their practice, they listen and look at what their patients need and meet their needs. It's incredibly important.
I love that. And I love that these are all a practice builder. They all come from a standpoint of the practice can really grow while we're helping meet patients' needs, which is so fabulous. Now, we have video of more detail on each of these topics. So let's talk a little bit instead about how would you pair them? I think you're courses, are they all half day or do you have full days? Can you tell us a little bit more about that? And if I had a full day for you, or if we were bringing you in for a national meeting and there were tracks, how would you, do they flow in a certain order? How would you pair them? Can you tell us more about that?
Well, I'd pair them. I'd probably start with the practice leadership course, like in the morning. And then in the afternoon, we could break out into the laser and orthodontic sections. Because both the laser and orthodontic courses are introductions to the topic. They're not meant to be training courses per se, but it's geared to the dentist who's thinking about, should I invest in the laser, and what laser should I invest in? This course addresses that question and helps them appreciate what lasers can do for their business and for their patients. The same with orthodontics. I mean, everybody knows about the different orthodontic modalities out there, but I try to relieve the frustration some dentists have with some of the treatment modalities out there, and try to help point them in which would be best to use in particular different cases.
Great. So what I hear you saying then is that we would probably start with the Think Like a CEO course, the leadership and business course, and that you could really customize what you're offering to include both one or the other, or both of the laser and the ortho courses, to be able to beef this out. If someone wanted you for a full day, for example, you could certainly mix and match to create what the event planner is needing.
Absolutely. And that's why I'm ready to work with event planners to meet their needs. So when we sit down to plan a program, you tell me what you need and we get it done.
It seems to me this would be a really great option for a study club, or somewhere where like a dentist could bring their clinical team and dive deep on some of these clinical topics, as well as on the typical speaking circuit at our big major meetings and our state meetings. So it feels like it would be really flexible for a lot of different types of meetings. So now, before we have to wrap this up, Paul, is there anything important that we should share with the event planner that we haven't already shared around your topics that you can think of?
Well, I could say that you see a lot of people in the circuit. They have a lot of topics similar from one meeting to the next. And when you have someone like myself who can bring a different perspective to a lot of these topics based upon real life experience, I think that's a good conversation to have with your audience. And moreover, I'm ready, willing, and able to help the meeting planners promote the conference, either through YouTube videos or social media. I'm here to help the meeting planners make their meeting as successful as possible. And any way I can help facilitate that, I'm happy to do it.
Oh, that's great. That's a really good point. Thank you for sharing that, because I know that some meetings have been challenged with getting attendees in, or they might see declining rates of attendee attendance. And so I think it'll be really great to have that, to where the speaker can really reach out and also help with that draw. So thank you. That's a really good point of differentiation. And thank you for sharing about your courses in general, Paul. Thanks for being here with us today. And for the meeting planners that are listening in, please visit dentalspeakersbureau.com, where you can also listen in to specific more detailed conversations around each of the courses. And Dr. Paul Caselle's contact information is there. Feel free to reach out to the Bureau. We help put you in contact with Paul, or you can reach out to him directly. I know he would love to chat with you and find out more about your meeting's needs and how he can help really customize something special for your next meeting. So thanks again, Paul, for being here, and everyone for listening in to this episode of The Buzz. And until next time, be well.